Hi, all, a warm welcome to my channel. I am Nafis Matthew, a certified self love and a relationship coach and a healer. Group healing and Ho'oponopono prayer. How it sounds? It sounds very powerful, isn't it? Indeed. Yes. So, what I'm going to talk about group healing today? Group healing and Ho'oponopono prayer, when we collaborate it comes in a form of power shift. What is power shift? Power shift is all about getting so many minds together and do a group healing to get connected with the universal intelligence. So when we talk about process, there are few very important steps which we need to follow. And when we follow steps, it becomes more comprehending for us to understand the process. So let me talk about the first step of power shift process. The first step of power shift process is all about spiritual intelligence. It is something very powerful. When what is the sign when you are getting into that spiritual intelligence? The sign is about all about spiritual intelligence is all about when you get connected with universal power, when you get connected with a higher power. And how are you going to do that? We get into it when we understand the power within us. When we understand the power within us, we understand the gift which is provided to us by the higher power, which is called as spiritual intelligence. Yes, so we have to understand that power within us. Then we will understand how spiritual intelligence works for us. And it works when we utilize it to fulfill the purpose of life in a better way. When we serve the Lord in a better way. By serving the whole world in a better way. So then you get into that spiritual intelligence state of mind. Secondly, it's all about radical forgiveness. Last time in my video, I spoke about forgiveness process, the 7 steps process. So once you really very religiously you follow those steps, the forgiveness steps, the 7 steps, whatever we discussed about, the radical forgiveness becomes very easy. You will understand the concept of radical forgiveness, the advanced forgiveness, very easily and effortlessly, because you will come to an understanding of getting benefited. Everything is beneficial for you only. You come out of that ego mind, and you will get into something called like letting go. You will let go and move on very gracefully. So that is all about radical forgiveness. So once radical forgiveness is done, you get into the third step, which is surrender. Surrendering. So that word itself is so powerful that once you surrender, or once you even talk about surrendering, everything shifts around you, because you are you are just letting it go. You are just moving on very very gracefully. You are just moving on in your life very beautifully by just surrendering to the higher power, because you have understood about spiritual intelligence, a power within you, and you have understood all the 7 steps of forgiveness process, and you got into the process of radical forgiveness, which is very powerful, and it's all about yourself. And when you get into the surrendering part, you let go very very effortlessly. So once surrendering is done, we speak about the radical manifestation. Now, what is this radical manifestation? When we talk about radical forgiveness, it's the advanced level of forgiveness. So, radical manifestation is an advanced level of manifestation, because once you are done with these 3 steps, and you go into a radical manifestation, that you will actually attract everything in your life, whatever you want, very effortlessly. You will get into that thing very very easily. The spiritual intelligence will actually make everything possible. And whenever you get into a meditative state of mind, It will become very easy for you to attract things in your life when you follow these power shift steps of spiritual intelligence, radical forgiveness, surrender, and the radical manifestation becomes very easy for you. So once the radical manifestation done, the main thing comes is all about radical empowerment. It's all about group response, the group healing. So after surrendering, after getting into radical manifestation, when you get everything, whatever the kind of abundance in your life, love, happiness, blissful, blissful life, whatever you wanted, the peaceful life, then comes is radical empowerment. You will actually empower yourself, also the whole world around you. You'll get into that radical empowerment. And once the radical empowerment is done, you will pay a gratitude. Gratitude is indeed being that it's already done. Yes, it's already done. You'll get into that state of mind that everything is just happening in front of you very magically. Everything is happening in your life. So, why I spoke about all these power shift steps? Because when you collaborate the power shift steps, when you get into the spiritual intelligence, when you get that power within you, you will understand about the advanced level of forgiveness. You will understand about the surrendering part, the letting go. And when you understand about the radical manifestation, that you can very easily attract everything, the kind of abundance in your life, and the radical empowerment what you give from your end, because your cup is always full and you're going to just pour happiness, peace, and bliss from your end to the world, and you actually create that, co-create your life, and you get into the radical empowerment and gratitude, which will just become very miraculous. When, as I told you, gratitude is indeed is just being into that it's already done. Everything is done. So nothing is miraculous anymore. It just happens naturally. So collaborate these power shift steps with Ho'oponopono prayer, with those four beautiful phrases that I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, and I love you. And check how magical your life will become and how effortlessly you will start living your life. How powerfully you will start living your life. How blissfully you will start living your life. Okay, that's all for now. Stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.